What's up, the boxing world? Welcome to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Rolon. Got a nice show today, man. Something we've been talking about a lot in the gym. Talking about, a lot of the top class fighters and why they lose and what they do to lose and the amateur mistakes they make that how can you get to the top level and make these common mistakes that even novice fighters sometimes makes, man. We talk about Joshua, they talk about his hands was down, his punches wasn't thrown correctly. Then even Devin Haney came up, the man, when he fought Garcia and he doing that slingshot jab with his hand like this. And everybody said, man, what makes these fighters, man, make these novice mistakes, man? You're a top-rated fighter, professional. You should master that stuff already. You master keeping your hands up, how you block, how you throw your punches. And now we get these fighters that get to the top level, and when they get up against another thoroughbred or another guy that's on that top level, they look like novice fighters. What happens? Why is that? I'm gonna tell you why. And I hope that you can give me your opinion on it. But before we go into it, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Rolling. If you like the channel, like what we're doing, I appreciate the thumbs up. And more important than anything, man, I want your feedback. I want what you got, your opinion on what we're talking about. All right, now we're talking about fighters that when they go up against another top-rated fighter, they look like amateur fighters. They doing things that easily can be like how you get knocked out with the right hand over the jab. We teach that in first day, what if they boxing one-on-one? Like you throw the hand and you duck your hand or you block, and people get those slow, lazy jabs. Bang, they get hit with the right hand over the jab. Slingshot jab, you're moving your hand. Stuff that we teach the Junior Olympics. And these professional champions on the top level is getting beat and knocked out by making novice mistakes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's too much of this cherry picking thing. It's too many of these fighters that want to build up and hyping them up to be really good and giving them bums to fight. And when you fight bums, when you fight lower fighters, I don't even want to call them bums anymore. When you fight fighters that you have a big advantage on, then you develop bad habits. You go in the ring, yeah, you 15-0, 15 knockouts. Yeah, but you ain't fought nobody worth anything. This is what's going on in fighters. You look up the top 20 fighters, man. You got the top 15 fighters during the ratings. The top 15 fighters. How can you be in the same weight class? Top 15 guys, and they 15 and 17-0, 20-0. How can that be? Just think for a minute. You're in the same weight class. 15 guys, and all of them undefeated. The top guys. That means they're not fighting each other. All the top guys is fighting has-beens or never was. And what's happening is you develop bad habits. You start to make novice mistakes because you've been fighting bums getting away with it. Ain't no way that Devin Haney should be throwing a jab, slingshot in that way. It ain't no way Anthony Joshua should have got hit with that right hand when he coming in with his hands down. How do you come into a big puncher without your hands up? I mean, there are some fighters on the top class that got their own little style that, when you think about the Roy Jones and you think about the Alis and stuff, yeah, they might have did things not fundamentally correct in terms of keeping your hands up, moving your head. But there are some basic stuff, man, that you got to be really doing. And what's going on is these fighters, by fighting guys not on their level, when you're fighting guys not on your level, it gives you a false thinking you this and thinking you that. And really, you're not. And so as you go on getting away with making these common mistakes, now you're in the top class. You know, okay, you might make a payday out the deal, but now you're going up against a top guy and he might not be like you. Like the boys wasn't fighting bums. People saying Joshua, you know, he been cherry picked all the way, and I don't know how they say that, man. He had some losses. He came back from losses. He made victories after that. So I debated with a lot of guys in the gym yesterday. I debated with them because you can't get to me. I'm saying you can't get to that level without, you know, fighting people. But then I'm looking back and I'm thinking about it, and the way the boxing game is going, they getting away with that. You're getting away with fighters thinking they all of this, all of that, and they really ain't fighting nobody. But I mean, like really talk, right? Now, I like Boots, Jerron Boots Ennis. I like him. You know, I got to meet him, you know, about a month ago. Cool dude. Nice guy. He got skills. What is he doing fighting a guy? His next fight, I was told, he fighting a guy he already beat. It was an easy win. It wasn't competitive, and he's a top guy, and he's going to go and fight somebody that he already beat that wasn't competitive. Now, I'm trying to get this in my mind, like, why? Why? What are we doing? Are we fooling the people, the boxing fans? Are we trying to, like, you know, just make money and not put on the big fights? I'm happy, man. I heard today, WBC finally, I hope I'm right. I might be a rumor, I don't know. But WBC finally is gonna force Canelo to fight Benavidez. They say he's gonna strip him of the title, and they should. They should strip him from the title if you're not fighting the big guys. You're getting paid millions of dollars, and you're fighting tomato cans. That's what my man Rajan used to say, tomato cans, or he call them, I don't know, the hot dog man or something. Listen, something is wrong in the game of the boxing if the top 15 guys is undefeated. Something is wrong. That means they're not fighting each other. How could that even make sense? I'm gonna tell you the pro fighter I got, man. I got a pro fighter, man. He's good, man. Like, so we taking on a challenging fight this October 12th at the Prudential Center. We taking on a big fight. Now we 3-0 with 3 knockouts, and we fighting a guy that's 6-0 with 5 knockouts. So I know a lot of fans, a lot of people in the box. Well, that's crazy. Why would you fight that? Why would you do that? You know, I love this guy, man, Danny Gonzalez, man. He's a good fighter. Y'all going to hear about him, man. You got to tune in for him. He going to make some noise in the sport of boxing. But let me tell you, he told me the feeling he get when he get these challenges is like, why would I want to fight somebody? What am I going to gain out of beating somebody that's not worthy of being in there with me? I want to fight somebody better than me or somebody on my level. This is what gets you up for the fight. This is what gets you motivated. This is what makes you disciplined. This is what makes you get the best out of you. We get the best out of you because you know you're really being challenged. And you know why I call this the year of upsets? Because people, when you're fighting somebody that you know not on your level, you ain't even getting up for the fight. You ain't even getting up for the fight. You ain't really giving your best. You're not training your best. You're not sacrificing. You're not, because you think you're just in there fighting a bum. And that is the reason, in my opinion, we got so many upsets right now. We got about 20 upsets this year probably. And we're going to have more. Because you keep fighting guys that's less than you, and you're not getting up for the thing. You're not getting up for the fight. You're not even getting motivated. You got to have a little bit of nervousness in you. You got to have a little bit of fear in you. You got to have a little bit of I got to do right. Why? Because this dude coming to get me. Because this dude could fight. This dude is undefeated. This dude is undefeated like me. He fighting and training hard like me. I got to get right. But when you know you fighting somebody with a really messed up boxing record, you like, he's a bum anyway. Like, so I ain't really got to get up for it. I ain't really gotta train hard. I mean, I could train. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna be like this, but he ain't on my level. So why I really gotta do it? And that's where the fighters go wrong. And that's why we got so many upsets, because the fighters is fighting bums. Stop doing it. Let's make the big fights. Let's make fights. Like I was telling Danny, I was telling him, I said, when I was 8-0, I fought Paul Shorts. Paul Shorts was 9-0. This what we do. This is what we do. When I fought Joe Lipsy, he was 19-0 and I was 18-0. Let's do it. All right? We did it in his hometown. He got the decision. I was 18-1. All right, let's go. I'll come back again. I still got a title after that. Listen. All of these making the fighters think that they're better than they is, giving them little bummers to fight, you're going to find out that that's going to backfire. That's going to back. Every now and then you find a fighter that's good enough that gets better each fight. He fights guys a little bit better each time. He gets the practice. He gets the rounds. He gets the experience. He avoids getting upsetted. And then he gets big, and he probably could still fight. But it's something about that heart. It's something about that heart when a young fighter tell me, let's do it, man. You undefeated, I'm undefeated. When I fought Joe Lipsy, they said the old must go was Tuesday night fights, and the fight was coming on. It was Tuesday night fights. It was December 7th, so that was Pearl Harbor Day. I remember that. The old must go. Like, somebody got to lose. This is what we need. So, too many undefeated fighters up and coming is a problem in the sport of boxing. Too many people is fighting bums. The sport of boxing is not going to, they just want to get up there to get a payday. Just because you got an L don't mean you can't get a payday. People think they think they want to do the Floyd Mayweather thing. Can't do the Floyd Mayweather thing. He's exceptional. He's an exceptional fighter. Got to give him that. And one thing I got to say about Roy, even though Roy had multiple losses, Roy came right back. He took on every challenge you had to give him. He was even crazy enough to go in the ring with Mike Tyson. Like the challenge is what, when you really made for a champion, the challenge turns you on. Like I said to my fighter, I said, and my partner agreed with me, like, yeah, when we checked the box record, he ain't fought nobody. You know what? Listen. Yeah, he's 6-0. He got 5 knockouts, but everybody he fought looked like they 0-4 or 1-5 or something. You know what? We're going to take that fight. And there's going to be 2 real good fighters in the ring. And whatever go down, go down. And this is how you find out where you at. Man, this is Derek Poppy. Roll on with Strictly Boxing. I would love to see what you say about this video, man. What about this topic, man? What's wrong with the sport of boxing, man? Is everybody want to be undefeated? I keep telling you, man, a loss is not a loss. Sometimes you learn more from a loss, get more respect from a loss than you do a win or a quick knockout. Now, the other big topic in the gym, when we're talking about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta, to me, it's a boxer versus puncher. Ain't nobody ducking nobody. I guess, the fight got to be made. Things got to come together to make the fight get made. I thought it was going to get made. Now Shakur got, his surgery, got to go through the process of healing. So now I'm seeing all these podcasts talking about Gervonta fighting, who he going to fight next. Man, he should fight the #1 contender. He should fight the top guy. He should fight somebody that's another champion. He should unify. If he's moving to 140, he should be fighting one of the champions. What do you mean you can't find nobody to fight? What do you mean in the sport of the box? I can't get it. You are the world champion and you can't find an opponent? This is ridiculous, man. I don't understand this. This is why you get a fighter like Devin Haney. I saw Devin Haney on an interview with Andre Ward the other day. And this is why you'll get a fighter that'll go in there and get beat. Clearly get beat, outclassed, and win. And don't take no responsibility for it. Think that, oh, he got beat because he had a 1/1,000,000th of a illegal substance in his body. No, you still on the high ride thinking that all these opponents you handpicked and made sure you got them, got a big advantage to get the win, and now you want somebody on your level, on the same weight, and you don't come up to the part. Take the responsibility and realize I got to work better. I got to work harder. I got to do more. I got to learn more. And in some cases, I might got to get a better trainer. Listen. I did my best. I was wondering, he actually said, Devin Haney actually said on the interview, he said, I watched the fight and I was like, what they mean? I was winning. Like I won the fight. Devin Haney believes he won the fight. This is what, when you give these fighters all of these cherry picker bums, they grow up thinking they invincible. And when you think you think you already know, then you can't learn nothing. You can't learn. You can't get better if you think you already have arrived. If you think I'm already the champ, I'm already the best, I'm already the dude, I don't gotta learn nothing else. I'm telling you, listen, this boxing game is twisted right now. The boxing game is getting twisted because everybody ain't real fighters. They manufactured champions. We're gonna create you a brand and then sell the brand and make money off it. When a real true fighter's in the heart, like, yo, you my weight, you on my level, let's do it. Win, lose, or draw, let's do it. If Devin Haney was that type of dude, we would already be hearing about a rematch from Ryan Garcia because he wouldn't let it go no other way. Listen, nah, you beat me like that, let's do this. I read something recently the other day. Garcia don't want to fight now because it's too many stipulations or whatever. I don't know what's going on. It just seemed like the boxing game is all tripped up, man, and all kinds of crazy stuff going on because nobody wants to fight each other. Just think about what I said earlier, man. Top 15 guys in the same division is undefeated. How could that happen? How can you be the top 15 and all 15 of them is undefeated? That means they're not fighting each other. Somebody got to have somebody got to have a loss. Listen, this is Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing. Please, man, I'm begging you. Please let me hear what you got to say about what I'm talking about. And I appreciate it, man, that you subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs like button. But, man, I want to hear what you got to say, man. Do you think the game is twisted? What do you think about it, man? This is Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing. Peace.